And we're live again. So
All right.
we're back, people. Come back. Come back.
He's back.
It's not over. It's not over. It's not over, I promise. Please come back. Don't leave us.
Actually spun that the other day. The Alice Cooper, Raise Your Fist and Yell.
Yep. Any good?
We're already
yeah, I
back.
mean it's one of those '80s records. You know, it has like the Man Behind the Mask and stuff like that.
Yeah, I only remember the one or two songs off. I never played it.
It's like I think it's the first Kane Roberts album. I think
that's the big muscle guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What's his album? His album, he has like an AK-47 or M16 on the cover.
Yeah, on the guitar. Yeah,
that's not a good record.
Yeah, it's very.
He did well from him out of nowhere. He was lost.
Well, he was Alice Cooper's guy, right?
Yeah. But those records still did pretty decent. I mean, he toured a lot. Yeah.
Put him on the whole new generation.
Yeah.
He was just a 70s guy.
Who did he play for before Alice?
Oh, I have no idea.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to go back to the days where I had to create 2 streams and like put that in the Kane Roberts.
He inspired a new generation of muscular guitarists.
American guitarist.
Inspired muscular comedian.
Played with that. He only played with Alice Cooper. He hasn't really done anything else.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Zach got into the whole muscle thing. So did George Lynch. So did a bunch of those guys. Phil Collin from Def Leppard.
Yeah. Plus, Phil Collin has those fucking earring. What do they ever call them? Dials, whatever the fuck they are, that like hang down. Like it looks like Dumbo now. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
The worst is Rick Savage. I saw a Rick Savage picture on Instagram, and I thought it was some guy in drag, old lady drag.
Old lady.
So bad. I didn't realize, like, once I put it in context, I think he's at a hotel, and it was like he's a version of a Hawaiian or something, but it was so.
You know, I don't think Phil Lynott ever went through a bad period. I mean, like, he never had, other than his personal life, but musically, I don't think he ever had, like, most people with that long of a career have, like, some sort of, like, turkey or, like, I don't think he ever had, like, a real, fucking shitty record. And he changed people a lot, so. Even stuff that he like guested on, like Gary Moore stuff and his solo stuff.
I just watched some Gary Moore recently with him playing bass on it, like old Gray Whistle Test stuff.
I need to look at those. I need to watch some of those.
They're really good.
I know what this is.
This makes me want to bust out the keyboards there. Right there, those bad boys.
So, did you teach yourself to play keyboards?
Yeah. We had a piano in the house, right? And I always dabbled with it, but once I knew all the notes on the guitars and was able to figure out all the notes on the piano, then it became very easy after.
Well, but are you able to? Can you play like the rhythm with your left hand, and can you reach through the whole chart, or are you just like one of those people? You know what I'm talking about?
I could play like a left hand thing and then a melody on the right, but I can't do like Bach 7th or something like that, right?
I have a very hard time playing 2 things at once. I could maybe do the octaves of the chord on the left, and then change.
Because the piano, you can do it all, right? You can do the whole thing, I'm not a musician, but I'm just trying to verbalize it to somebody who's not a musician,
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a lot better at it than I was like 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, I can play pretty decently now, but that's the beauty of recording now, right? With digital, you can, if you get stuck with something hard, you can record the right-hand stuff first, go back, record the left-hand stuff, edit it together, nobody would know the difference, right? Back in these days, you couldn't do that. You're on tape, you have to know it.
And you're not playing full piano stuff. You're using keyboards for chordal or maybe a little melody for that.
Yeah.
It's not like playing.
So do you practice? Do you still practice?
Oh yeah, like the keyboard behind me here, this one here, down behind me here. This one I practice all the time. I have like a really nice grand piano sound on that, and it also has speakers. I don't have to like plug into the keyboard, into the computer to hear it. So I practice all the time.
So do you practice your guitar still? Do you practice your guitar still?
Oh yeah, I practice more like I doodle more than I.
You're just sitting around. You just kind of like play and do scales, stuff like that, whatever exercises or whatever.
Yeah. Whereas at the piano, I'll do more structured practicing, like practice some finger exercises and stuff. Because I'm still not that great on piano compared to my guitar, not even close, right? You gotta practice everything if you want to keep up the skill, right?
Yeah.
Even my bass playing, I have to like bust out the bass sometimes and doodle around with that.
So do you play bass like a bass player or like a guitar player, or do you try to get that out of your head about your guitar playing? So.
I really try to get that out of my head, and the best way to do that I found was to just, and some of the bass player guy taught me this. He goes, you have a drum machine, right? I go, yeah. He goes, just fire up a drum machine and play to that. Just forget about the guitar net, just drum to that. And listen to the hi-hat, listen to the kick, and try to lock in with different aspects of the drum set. And as soon as I started doing that, then everything completely changed with my bass playing. Because before it was just doubling what the guitar was doing on the bass, and that was nothing. Like, a bass player wouldn't do that. He would like follow the kick drum more, or he'd follow the hi-hat pattern, and the guitar player would do something totally different.
Wind him up this good. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to make you one of these days do a stream where you walk through how you record your song, how it gets into the system. Because I'm curious as to how you do all the pieces and then how you mix. I'm really curious about how you mix a record. I mean, I'm fascinated by the mix process, about where to pan, when to pan, how to do. I mean, you have to that seems like a lot of work to mix an album. I mean, to me, it just seems like a lot of fucking work.
It is.
You could spend hours. You could spend days on one track.
That's why when you hear like these people like Bob Rock, when he said they were mixing the Black Album and they finished the last song they did only took them 9 hours. It's like, for people that think 9 hours, that's a long time, but mixing an album, 9 hours could be nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We've spent almost 9 hours on one track.
Yeah, no shit.
Normally it's so good. I'm never gonna find that Rick Savage picture. God damn it. I should have saved it.
See, this is cool. I've never heard of this band before.
Yeah, neither. I mean, I didn't know of them either until this stream. So yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh my! Wait, give me a second.
Oh, sorry.
Check this out, man. I'm gonna save it. I could not believe this was Rick Savage.
Oh, here we go.
Whose grandmother was that?
Make me big.
Mark, make it big.
There you go.
Whose grandmother was that?
With the glasses. That is
Rick
nuts.
Savage?
Yes, that's Rick Savage. I'm taking a selfie at a hotel.
Wow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow.
When you see him without like a leather jacket, like long hair, glasses are not gonna.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's awful. I didn't know who it was, and I thought it was someone dressed up as a Joker.
I thought it was his mom.
almost has like elements of country, you know.
A little bit. I think of them as the Australian.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And you get they go into things. He was a power pop, a live rock, little glam.
Yeah. Now after you say it, I can totally hear it now when he says the Cheap Trick. Yeah.
And I don't. They weren't going for that. It's just that's how I put in my mind, categorize it.
Right, that was a Cheap Trick.
We talked when you both got it from, but yeah.
Speak of the devil, it was like, oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I know this. Sounds like this video game I used to play.
Lucifer Siam Cat. Siamese kitty.
It's very James Bondish.
All right, Mark, I know this is a tough question, but when are you going to get another pet, man?
I was thinking about getting it this year, but I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm being so reluctant to get one, but I do want to get one, but I don't know, there's something like almost stopping me for some reason.
Oh, why don't you get a cat because they're less maintenance first?
No. Go down to the animal rescue and just look around.
Oh, well, if you go down to animal rescue, you'll definitely come home with something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just look around and see what's going on.
Yeah, you're coming home with something if you go down there. I avoid the pet store when they have like adoption day because I'm like going, I got cats now, but I know that if I go in there, I'm going to grab something.
There's animals out there that need homes. There's more animals than there are people, that take it.
Yeah. I know. Every time I go out and do my normal walks across from the street here, I always have one of my neighbors from down the road saying, "Hi, Mark. Well, when's the next dog coming?" They're always asking me.
When you need a
yeah.
But it's not like next up. You need a little space. Yeah. Right now, there's a little guy somewhere waiting to have a good life.
Yeah, dorky kitty cats can come back after like a week and a half. I mean, that's always like here. I don't know how it is over where you guys live. Over here in Brampton, they have a bylaw where you're not allowed to see your cat outside because they got so many cats being run over like that on the street that they don't like that. So they're kind of putting the cats indoors, but keeping them indoors instead of outside.
Turn up the hair mark if you can. If not, I'll tell Patrick to not
Am I too quiet?
I could hear you, but it was like I had to struggle. It wasn't like it's only one knock.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that there's like a bylaw here in our city where you're not allowed to let your cats out anymore because they were having so many cats that got run over by cars here. But they're saying better to leave your cat inside than to let them out, right? Because people used to leave their cats outside all the time, overnight and stuff like that, but you come in the morning and see a poor cat run over in the street corner somewhere, right?
Yeah, Dorky, you sent me an email saying that your cat was gone and now the cat's back. So never assume.
The cat came back the very next day.
The kitty came home.
Ah. Interesting selection.
What the fuck, man? Why is my phone not charging?
And he took it off of changes 1. Interesting. I don't think that there's any difference between the album one and these ones. I'm not sure.
Patriots beat the Bills. That is great.
That's hard to believe. Wow.
In Buffalo.
Man, football this year has been horrible. The quality of football has been horrible. Yeah, I wouldn't let him out again. 20-year-old cat should not be walking around outside. There's I mean, coyotes, especially where you live. There's probably coyotes everywhere.
Yeah, John just told me that, Andy.
Come here, kitty. Come here, squeakers. Come here. Say hi.
That Andy's comment was up for a while. It's not.
Oh, okay.
That was before.
So this
Oh,
is
look at him.
Her.
Oh,
This is
her.
Squeaky.
Sorry.
This is Squeaker. She doesn't like to be. She's not a lap cat. She's a very sweet cat, but she's just not a lap cat. If she talks, she squeaks all the time. So
Squeaker.
she literally squeaks. But yeah, she's really. She literally showed up like a week before Diva died. So it's like she like adopted us and came and replaced. Tried to, you know, she was like filling a void. Very sweet cat.
Oh, it was good that he had his last hurrah in the wild, you know?
No, he's still alive.
No, I know, but they're not going to let him out again. But, like, the cat, you know, went back on one last adventure.
He went on one last bender, but bender.
Like that Indiana Jones, that fifth movie, you know, where he got one more adventure.
Yeah.
It's like the Spinal Tap reunion. We got one more tour or whatever.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen that movie besides?
No,
besides Steve?
It's out. It'll be on TV in a minute, you know.
I just did not look that appealing. I'll watch it on.
I didn't like the way that they were just too old. I wish they did it 10 years, 20 years ago.
Yeah, I was like, going, I just can't do that, man.
And I've seen the joke. I mean, I still like using the lines. The dialogue is always going to be part of me and part of all of our culture. But when I see the same clip and the same jokes, it's not funny anymore. Because I could see Caddyshack and I still laugh at like Ted Knight stuff.
It's good on you though.
Yeah, exactly. That is so good.
License to Kill Ghosts. Varmint Comp. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, even then, I mean, I don't want Paul McCartney in my Spinal Tap movie. You know, it was.
This is a different version, right, Mark? This is different. This is a different version, right? The Fame.
I think so. It sounds a bit different.
I think it's different than the single we hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to see Paul McCartney or Elton John on a Spinal Tap movie. So somebody like, you know, if he was alive, like Rhett Forrester, you know, or something. So show some, or you know, show a metal guy. You know,
I like the guy from Rough Cut when they met him in the lobby.
Yeah, it was like, you know, we're
playing
the Ginormodome.
We're at the Enormodome.
We're at the Ginormodome.
We'd love to chat, but we got to go sit in the lobby and wait for the limo.
He had this much talent. We carried him. That's it. Speaking of Phil Collins.
Paul Shortino, right? Is that his name?
Yeah,
Paul Shortino.
Yeah.
He's a good singer, that guy.
Isn't Paul Shortino still alive? They could bring him back for the Spinal Tap reunion.
Oh, they should have. That would have been. That's what you bring back.
He had the best vocal part in We're Stars. He had the hot hat, the stylish hat on, and
I'd have
scarves
to see it
on.
I don't remember. We hear Gangland by Tigers of Pantang.
Okay, for a minute I thought you were going to say Gangland by Iron Maiden. I was like, no,
That
don't
would be just as good.
I don't like that song. I don't know what it is with that song.
Yeah, that's probably the weakest one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is for sure on that
They
album.
should have played the track that wasn't on there. What the fuck was it?
Total Clips. Was it?
Yeah, they should have had Total Clips instead of Gangland.
Yeah.
Are you? What is this like?
And then,
Somebody sick? Is this somebody out in the
Quest for
desert?
Fire. Quest for Fire is the weakest song on the other one.
Oh yeah. On my quest for fire.
In the land where dinosaurs work in the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The time when dinosaurs run the earth.
Oh, that was almost. I didn't know what cringe was as a kid. I liked everything, but like.
And Tommy
almost
Chong's
knew
daughter.
that
And
was
Tommy Chong's
cringe.
daughter gets screwed every night around the fire.
I almost knew it was cringe back as
Oh,
a 13-year-old
man.
kid.
Yeah, you brought back a memory there, John, with that. Oh man.
And then there's songs like what's it, Sun and Steel. Was it
Yeah.
Sun and Steel? That's like
Sunlight
kill a
shining
track.
on your steel.
That's like a 10-star track. Just forgotten about.
Yeah. Mike Spins wants to know how much that No Rest for the Wicked brought.
No Rest for the Wicked. I think maybe 90.
Nice.
Wow, talking about a late entrance there.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve,
No
I was
explanation. Speak for yourself. Where have you been, son?
in the bar. You walk in when you want.
This is like our second stream of the night.
Yeah, that's what I figured when I saw it was only going for 20 minutes. Nah, I was with my daughter and her friend.
Okay.
Hey, so Steve, I was listening to that Duran Duran tribute. I haven't got through the whole thing. I've been listening to it.
Yeah.
Hey, Raphael.
Real fun.
Mike.
Yeah, like the first half of it's the best. The whole thing is good, but like
Yeah,
the
that's
first,
right. I got through the first half. There's still some like songs I want to see how they do.
yeah,
Recognizable songs.
that Deftones version of The Passenger is amazing. There's some great songs on there.
Now.
What I finally found yesterday,
Oh, Metal Church.
Metal Church
that's just metal shirt.
with the bonus track.
No,
That's by the best.
Private Press, yeah. Ground Zero Records.
Oh, nice.
I've never seen that.
I've been looking for a copy for like 2 years. And walked into one of my local stores. I walked through, he's like, oh, we got a huge cluster of metal, man. I was like, oh, cool. He's like, it's all gone. I was like, what? You didn't post it, you didn't rescue nothing. And he's like, we got all the overkills, all the Sodoms, all original pressings. He's like, they told him like, yeah, he's the original.
Oh, nice.
Needless. Oh,
Third order form. I got that, and I had never heard this. It was $12. So
yeah, I
Go
don't know
Blade.
that.
Let's go Blade. That was it.
What year is that around?
I'll say it was 85 or 86.
Was that early?
Oh no, I'm 89.
I like picking like those records and like looking at them like which members are left, which
Yeah.
who's left, who's gone. Sounds like we deal on the label. And there's,
I can barely hear you.
my microphone. This is on like Mark. Who you'll hear on the label from Israel.
So I didn't show this one. So this was the other blues album that I found. This one was interesting. Yeah, I got it, Dr. Rick. Thank you. So this is I don't know who these people are. This is another one of those blues albums I took a shot at. It's on Delmark. It's a promo. So yeah, this is cool. It's like sampled.
Almost a damn folk food.
Oh, nice.
It looks nice, but
But the cool thing is, even the inner sleeve says sample, not for sale.
Wow.
Which was weird. I thought that was kind of funky.
You don't see that very often.
And so I got this. This is a U.S. press of like 3 Heartbreakers. But the interesting thing about this one is that this is like thick. I mean, this is like almost 180 gram vinyl for like the time. This was done by, it's just cut by 𝐁𝐻𝐿, but it was like, this is sturdy. I was surprised how thick this record was. So. Oh, what's this too? Finally. So I was doing some deep diving on I can't remember Motown guys. This guy was like one of the Motown guitar players, I think, and Dennis Coffey and the Detroit Guitar Band. So I've been looking for this one. It was on my want list. It's not a hard record to find, but it's just hard to find. I just don't see it very often. I was happy to find it. Yes, we told John he's been breaking up. He needs a new mic cord.
Can you use that mic in your headphones?
Try.
You have options.
Audio.
If I can turn my TV off. Say so.
You came in there for a second.
Yep.
I heard you say muted, but that was it.
No, now you're really muted.
Hey, how's that sound?
Whoa.
Nope.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I
sounds
can hear
better. It sounds better than it did.
Really? If I go over here, so I'm not even on the mic. You can hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I never used these. I guess I don't need this thing anymore. I'll have to hear it.
You got it working?
Yeah.
No, it's easy.
I don't know. I guess it's going through the headphones.
Yeah.
I mean, I could use the computer internal mic like you guys do, I guess.
I don't. I have a mic here beside me.
Oh yeah, you have a mic. Yeah. Steve, do you have a mic, or do you just use the computer?
No, this is just all from the Mac.
Maybe I should do that. I'll try to talk less. Hey, Lisa Harper. Long time no see.
I was almost disappointed when I found out this wasn't their song, because I think it's literally the best thing they ever recorded. And I love all their early stuff, but this is so good.
Yeah, I didn't realize, I didn't even hear this because I got it, the first time I got this album was a CD copy my uncle got for me from Germany, and it was a version without any of these on the album, right? So I didn't discover this until a bit later.
Yeah, I think I heard this one after. I'm trying to think. I think And Justice for All is the first one where I actually had the CD in hand. And I had heard a couple songs here and there from friends' mixtapes and stuff prior to that, but I hadn't had any of their albums.
Yeah. I had the single, so Jump in the Fire one and stuff like that before.
Yeah.
I thought those old
I had this early on, Creepin' Death, but I knew it was a Diamond Head cover, but I never heard Diamond Head. I don't know if I ever heard the original. You know, you couldn't get that. Lightning to the Nations was a tough record.
I didn't hear the original until like 90 or 91 was when that comp first came out that had the original of this, the original Bread Band. It was like all the originals of the songs they covered on one cassette.
Yeah, I had a CD of Diamond Head that came out, like, it was a compilation. It's not very good, but it had 𝐿 on it.
It actually makes sense, though, because when did And Justice come out? 88?
88, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd have been 12 when that came out, so that's like right when you're getting into like the heavier stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like when this came out, I was 8 years old, you know?
Yeah, the picture disc loser list. I remember the picture disc was readily available. I don't know if I have the picture disc. I might.
Now I do remember it wasn't this one. It was it Jump in the Fire, the other 12-inch?
Yeah.
I remember Sheep Like the Devil.
Yeah, I remember seeing the posters for that in the record store.
Yeah.
Before I knew who Metallica was.
Yeah, Metallica were big, so like Metal Blade kept putting out all these. Not Metal Blade.
Pieces, you know.
Now it's weird hearing John like be able to hear him all the way without him breaking up.
Megaforce was putting out all.
Yeah.
They got used to John breaking up, and now he's not.
Well, Megaforce was up in your area too, weren't they? A New Jersey label.
Yeah, but I mean the records were readily available, but I didn't really know that because as far as I knew, everything was from New York. You know, it wasn't.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, you didn't say, "Oh, wow, this is a local label." You just took it for granted, you know.
Not the best solo ever. Great rhythm, but the solo wasn't moving desired.
Dave Mustaine did it better, right?
He'll tell you so. He will completely tell you that he did it better.
The Dave Mustaine stuff, though, when you go back, it was so much faster. It was so much more aggressive, and I mean, this is pretty aggressive. But like the early demos were even more aggressive. It's really good. But I actually think slowing down their sound made them more pop acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like, they stayed as aggressive as they were. With Dave Mustaine, they wouldn't have got as big as they did.
Yeah, but it also makes it sound. It also makes it sound bigger too when you slow it down a touch.
Yeah,
it makes it more thicker too, right?
Yeah, the chunk was the sound at that time. Like that's when MTV Headbangers Ball was using that SOD instrumental.
Yeah,
and you heard that like, and that was like the sound everyone was going for by 1990. Like,
but I mean, when you think about it, like the early demos of Mechanics are like an 8-star record, but the Four Horsemen's like a 12-star record, you know, and it's the same riff, you know, but they slowed it down, better lyrics, you know.
Yeah, Zorlak, you're 100% right, and the production on Mechanics does not help accessibility. That was even harsh for like us thrash people, you know, that first Megadeth.
I'm not even talking about the Megadeth version. I'm talking about the original Metallica version.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I was just answering Zorlak's comment about Four Horsemen.
The problem with Dave's first record, though, is it just sounds terrible.
It's like they turned all the treble up. It's just they wanted harsh.
Yeah.
They must have had like some sort of bassy speakers in that room when they were listening to the playback.
Dave said that the problem was that they spent half the advance for the record on heroin. That they were like so out of it when they did that. You know, yeah, they
you think they did in 85 or whatever year that record came out? 84?
Who knows?
Yeah, he said they were doing balloons of heroin.
This is one of my favorite riffs.
Really, that early? I didn't think they would.
It's in the. Just watch that.
I believe you.
Thing. They used to have them on MTV. The Story of Megadeth. You can sure it exists.
I actually heard this before I heard Metallica, and I thought this was some of the heaviest shit I had ever heard in my life when this came out.
It's funny because when you listen to this, they're an American band, obviously, Metal Church.
Yeah,
right?
no, they were going for that
It
European
sounds
sound.
totally
Yeah.
Euro, you know, like
Z-Rock loved these guys.
He sounded like a German guy singing.
yeah.
Z-Rock would play these guys all the time, man. They were fucking the darlings of Z-Rock, more than Metallica was. They were all over the place on Z-Rock.
Wow.
All right, what the hell
Loudest
is
show,
this?
Cleveland.
What is this, like a cat? It's like a Cheshire cat?
Yeah, it's a cat. Yeah.
What does that have to do with Metal Church?
Saying they're a bunch of pussies.
I wouldn't go in there, but
But this is the cat's meow.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's better.
so, well, I'm going to show this again because Steve showed like his Metal Church, but I found an OG of this stuff today, so I was very happy about that.
No, I love that. Now, see, that was like, when that came out, that was like another level right there. That was so good.
And the
Yeah,
guy,
Scott did a video about that. When people ask me what thrash is, that's the album that I show them.
Yeah.
So the guy that was selling it, so he had a couple of records. I bought maybe 5 from him, and he goes, I'm gonna have to ask 30 for this one.
Wow.
I was like, oh, okay. So that was,
That's a great deal.
I was like, all right. Then that Adverts was 30, and then the Ramones was 30. He said, I'm gonna have to ask 30 for these. And it's like, you got it, no problem. Didn't even haggle. I didn't haggle at all. I said, I'll pay her straight up.
Yeah, right on, Darren.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude,
What was that was like 91, wasn't it?
Dude, that was 86.
I thought that was in the 90s for some reason.
Oh, it was 86.
I thought they were like flip flopping with Guns N' Roses at that time.
Oh,
Yeah, when
maybe
he
you're
burned his
right.
arm, that was in
Yeah.
the 90s. Yeah.
No. I'm thinking of the skateboard accident. Was 86.
when he got
that
burned.
was-
86
that was-
with it.
Yeah.
They
guitar, yeah.
they were on. I'm thinking they were on tour with Metal Church, and the roadie played guitar, and James had the cast and just sang. You're right.
Somebody
You're
actually
100%
died
right.
at their- Somebody died.
Somebody
at their
got burned.
show
That was later.
because,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the big show. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody tried to cross a lake in Phoenix to get to where the stadium was, and it's where the power boats race, and they were fucked up and ended up drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pyro thing. I completely got that wrong. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a nice drum fill. If you had a real drummer, Mark, you could have somebody like making those drum fills for you.
Do the hammerlock. Do the hammerlock.
Everybody needs a little pressure once in a while.
I was surprised. I was watching that Death documentary, and Oakland was talking about using drum machines for the drums on vinyl.
Patrick, turn the music down just a notch.
Okay. I already have it down on mine. So.
There you
All right,
go.
go ahead, Steve.
I was watching that Death documentary, and Gene Oakland was saying his final album with the band, he used drum machines for that album. He would use the drum machines to record, and then he would go practice at home to make sure he could do the play it for live shows. That's actually a drum machine on the album. It's not him actually playing live.
But do you think he straight drum machine, or do you think he like sampled the snare hit and then like trigger kind of thing?
I mean, it's hard to say.
I don't know what that.
It was
A
the
lot of
late
people-
'90s at that point, so he could have done it either way. You know.
A lot of people back then they would trigger the actual drum to do certain sounds. So they're really playing the drums, but they're getting a certain
Yeah, there you go.
sound
So
out
like
of it.
drum machine on
Yeah,
symbolic.
well,
I was shocked. But what's funny is I went and listened to it, and I could hear it after he said it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I would never have noticed.
Hoagland did that when he was with Strappy Young. I saw them when we opened for them. He had a trigger unit beside him, and all his drums had trigger pads on his kit. And whenever they would do the sound check, they would test his drums out, and then they would go and fire up the samples and then sound check.
Yeah, but
the samples.
he was playing drums with Strapping and Glad. He was just using triggers too. He actually was talking about using the drum machine, and actually they would do the riffs, and then he would go home and program it in using the drum pads and stuff. He would, an actual drum machine.
Okay, that makes sense too.
You just don't expect that. I mean, Gene Hoagland's known for being one of the greatest drummers of all time, you know?
Yeah.
And you don't expect him to be playing with a drum machine or using a drum machine.
I wonder why they did that.
Was it was it like Gordon who did the original programming for the Lynn drum pads? He actually was the guy that, so he lent his whole, I think it's Jim, was it Jim Gordon? I think it's Jim, the guy that went crazy and killed his mom. I think the original Lynn drum pad, they used his drums, and he sat and did all that shit and programmed it in, and so.
But I mean, by the time they were doing symbolic, you could program like the drum kit that I bought a Roland drum kit in '96.
Those really thin ones that were
sounds by that point, you know.
Yeah.
Are they the ones that had the really thin ones, and like the kick drum was almost like a stop sign, like an octagon or like a?
No, it wasn't even that big. The kick drum, it was just all those small circle pads still.
Yeah.
But it had the processor that you could plug into a computer and do your own sounds.
So I had a friend who was a drummer, and he replaced his normal kit. He had a Roland kit, but he had triggers. He hit the pad, but he had triggers to make it sound like a real drum kit. He wanted,
Nah, I did it. I just did it because I was in the military at that point, living in the barracks. So I couldn't have a drum set, you know.
All right, what
Welcome,
is this?
Dr. Rick.
Oh, is this like a metal pumpkin? Oh, we should play Halloween.
I have Keeper of the Seven Keys right over there.
Great request here, this one.
Part 1 and 2.
I thought I had part 2 in original pressing. It turns out I've got 5 different copies of part 1.
Nice.
It used to be able to find those. Those were the
All the
only
time.
Halloweens you'd find. Those two,
That's the only 2 you need. No, I mean, actually, you need
that
Jericho, too.
the one with the pumpkin.
The
Is
EP.
the EP?
The EP
Yeah, that was
yeah.
really good.
My favorite's Walls of Jericho when they were more of a thrash band.
Come on, it's Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
But
Yeah,
how crazy is it you go from Keeper of the Seven Keys, part 1 and 2, which are considered like the original power metal records, into, what is it, Pink Bubbles and something?
Oh,
These
God. It
bubbles
was...
go ape. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That album, unfortunately.
I mean, 2 of the most classic records, and then rolls into one of the worst metal records.
Yeah, it was like a cartoon. It was like that. It's another reason I didn't like the 90s.
Well, I mean, Kai
these were-
Hansen left the band, and they just had nowhere to go from there, you know?
Yeah.
He was the one that wrote everything.
How did the record label let them do that? Who came up with,
It's, the album cover was horrible.
so many bad ideas? Yeah, the name, it's cringe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm
There
gonna
was
head on
probably
now.
some German who didn't speak very good English.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Talk to you guys later. Okay.
Mark, have a good night, brother.
Have a good night, Mark.
Take
Bye,
care.
Mark.
Bye-bye.
Welcome, Alex.
But what's sad is that album did so much damage to them. They had some good albums after that, some really good ones.
Yeah.
But that album hurt them so bad that I didn't listen to any of those records till much later.
I was kind of out of metal, but I still would have one ear to the ground. And I remember that album came out. I said, "What is this? This is like a joke."
Literally on the doors of one of the greatest power metal albums of all time. You know?
And power metal was going to thrive in the 90s if they just,
Oh, if they would have been able to keep going with that sound that I had, I mean, they would have been as big as Metallica. I mean, they would have.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they would have. Yeah, they could have been huge. But even if they dipped a little, like Riot,
Well, didn't Gamma Ray have all of that? Gamma Ray pretty much had all
It
of what
did,
Kai
but
had.
Gamma Ray didn't have the name that Halloween
No,
had.
I know. I get that, but I mean,
Yeah.
So what's that? The first album they had like, I think I still have it.
And Gamma Ray, their first couple records had really stupid album covers too that didn't help.
Yeah.
This one had 2 album
It didn't
covers.
look like metal.
Yeah,
It-
and
it
both of
literally-
them were bad.
I think the first one I had like almost like a Kai Winding cover and then a Gamma Ray cover underneath. There was like 2 covers, some sort of 2 covers. It was very confusing.
Yeah, they had the one with like the prism with the guy with the glasses on. It was really bad album. Whereas Halloween had these perfect albums. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
Walls
had
of
the
Jericho, great.
That's like everybody tells me I need to get their last couple records, but I don't really want to hear a Halloween record with 5 different singers on it and 9 different guitar players and
No, we're talking about Gamma Ray, the band with the guitar player singer for the original one for Halloween. This band here. But then there's Pretty Maids had a song called Future World too. So
Yeah, they had an album called Future World. I'm sure there's a song called Future World.
Yeah.
I just don't remember. And Future World was a movie, right? It was the sequel to Westworld, right?
yep. They
The
got
other
really
album-
years ago.
What's the sci-fi German band from the same era? It's a really good record. It sounds like this.
Walls of Jericho is great, but the EP, the first EP is like my favorite. One has like a star, whatever the fucking.
Yeah, they were more of a
What's it
thrash
called?
band for the first EP of Walls of Jericho.
Starlight. Starlight is the first song off the EP. Future World. Let's see, did I find anything else that was cool?
Are you talking about, John, the early Gravedigger record?
No, it's a lesser known band, but they had that great album. It was a concept album about outer space. It's like got to be like 86, 87, German band. Terrarium had a great catchy song that
Terrarium.
I forget the name of it. I want to say it's Savage, something in the S's. I think there's a spaceship on the cover. Oh God!
Talking about like Iron Savior? No, they
Let me
were
see.
later.
Yeah, the EP was great. That's one that had Starlight on it. What is it? Scanner?
This album is great.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And it's like
It
they were
looks like
kinda
Rogue
going-
Mail. It looks like Rogue Mail. Let's flip that
Yeah,
around. Look at
what-
that cover. It looks like Rogue Mail.
And look at the way they dress. It's kind of like they're in a sci-fi thing, but it's a total German like power metal with
Hey,
the
Swift-O-Matic, how you
vocals.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrion is a great track by Scanner, Terrion, but the whole album's in a concept, and I guess the songs are in a different order. Like, if you listen, I think it came with notes. Like, if you wanted to do the story, you gotta
They
flip
had a
the needle
couple.
around.
That one in is it Terminal Earth? I think is the one.
Yeah, they had a
after.
couple. This is the only one I have, but this album is really good.
Yeah,
If
no,
you like German, like, classy metal. Scanner, that's what it was. Hey, Bill. Yeah, that Terrion song, so good, so catchy. Yeah, I need to get that Halloween band, the Detroit band. They got played on New York radio. I remember the "Wake Up Your Neighborhood, Shake Up Your Neighbor's Good." They used to play that on the local metal shop, and I always wanted that record.
That was that one record. I don't like the other record they did.
I just need that because I heard it as a kid. Like I have pretty much all the metal records I knew as a kid.
Yeah, there were a couple of good bands, American bands, that were able to pull it off.
Yeah.
I think Iced Earth was the best though, because they did a good job of mixing power metal and thrash together.
Yeah,
and just
people. Yeah, I had buddies that loved them. Like in that middle, that kind of the dark period.
Yeah, I didn't get into them so much later. I mean, they came out in like '89 or '90. I think it was like 2000 when I first heard them.
Yeah.
But I was also, I'd gotten away from metal towards the end of the 90s too.
Yeah, I did too, but like some of the people was still in the metal, and Iced Earth, that was like the best band going. Like, according to, no, I'm not saying the best, but you know what I mean. Like if you grew up on Maiden and stuff and Metallica, Iced Earth were a good band if you stuck around.
Black Panther started off great, but then they went to like the stereotypical power metal, too much double bass route.
Is there anything worthwhile after Ample Destruction?
I don't really like any of it.
I don't think so. And I have the double album High Roller of the early stuff, and then I forget what it is, but it just, that Ample Destruction is 10 stars. The stuff before, the stuff after did not capture.
That's Joey Tafola, right? Joey Tafola on guitar? Yeah.
They went to...
The two guitars. There's two guitarists and the singer. It's so... Ample Destruction's 10-star US
album were like a perfect moment in time. And I think it was basically a different band after that. I think it was just the one main guy, but like the stuff they've been putting out for the last 20 years.
Hank Conklin, I think.
Isn't
like
the singer
Scott,
like in a wheelchair or something? Isn't he like?
I think you're thinking Dark Angel, maybe.
Oh yeah, okay.
No,
but it could be.
That's Seven Churches. That guy's in the wheelchair.
Possessed. I didn't mean Dark Angel.
I get Possessed and Jack Panzer.
Yeah, Possessed and Dark Angel, I think, go together.
And that documentary is where you really, people talk about whether Seven Church was the first death metal or whether Chuck was. Those EPs came out before Seven Churches did. And they were already tight, modern death metal before. I mean, Sodom, I keep playing that. Possessed was good, but it wasn't what Death was.
Yeah, we see Possessed. I thought was a thrash band, but more of the satanic with Venom when the first album came out. Then they became just a thrash band, and then they became like a technical thrash by the EP, Eyes of Horror. So I never didn't really hear the term death metal except when you just like a generic that death metal. But it wasn't until Death that I knew the term. Like that's a new genre here.
What's amazing too is he was so young when he did all of it. I mean, he was like 16, 17 when he did those demos in that first record. They're so good for somebody that young, creating a new sound for the most part. You know. Very much like
Tom Gabriel from Celtic Frost doing Hellhammer. It's like the same kind of, or Quathon from Bathory. Like these kids coming up with new sounds. Yeah. Like maybe all three, almost like three different aspects of different parts of the world.
It's interesting hearing because he kind of comes off. In the early interviews, kind of comes off as kind of a douchebag. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's got this kind of avant-garde mindset. I'm doing this, but this satanic stuff is bullshit. Metal needs to get away from it. And it's amazing though.
You got to remember, you're a kid. Like, that's how it is. Like, there's like Little Richard interviews where like I'm going country now.
Bill?
Like.
Do you have a car, Bill?
His lyrics and the music are so mature, and then you see the interviews with him, and you're like,
Food Trader.
It's this pie in the sky kid,
Good night, Food Trader. Yeah, no, I know, but like, God knows if someone recorded me, like I would have sounded like a complete doofus. Like,
My
So
favorite.
hang on a second. Bill, do you have a car? Let me know if you have a car in Dallas. Okay, you don't have a car? Where are you at in Dallas? Are you close to like North Dallas, like Northwest Dallas? Like, can you get to Fort Worth? Dallas for the size of the city Dallas is horrible. There's no really great record stores in Dallas for the size of that city, that metroplex. You're downtown Dallas, yeah. I'd have to go look.
Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Get some barbecue. Go to restaurants.
Yeah.
Stay off those
sorry.
crazy highways in Dallas.
Yeah,
You
you
can
gotta
have
get to
cars,
Fort
though.
Worth. Isn't Born Late in Fort Worth?
Yeah, Born Late's in Fort Worth, and Doc's it's in north in between Fort Worth and Dallas. And Doc's is probably the most worthwhile store. Henry's store, Born Again, is great because of the vibe there. It's like really cool. But yeah,
Born Late.
yeah, Born Late, yeah. If you want autograph stuff, Born Late's where to go. So metal autograph stuff.
They just unloaded his practice space. They have like 60 boxes of records, and they said the stuff they're finding is like this insane stuff he's had in storage for 20 years and forgot about.
Wow.
Josie's is pretty good, but you have to dig for a long time to find just a couple of records. You have to dig through a lot of shit to find it. It's a cool store, and I applaud them for they have like one of those stores that has like a nice, like a rare record section where they know what they have and they'll price accordingly, and you know what you're gonna get. You don't have to like dig through the whole store to find that stuff. So yeah, Josie's isn't bad, but yeah. If you don't have a car, yeah, Dallas is not a great record hunting town at all. But
Unless you're looking for like the rare 45s and you're going into the thrift stores.
But it's great for food, man. If you want some great barbecue and Mexican food, yeah, you're in the right spot there.
What surprised me about that documentary is I always heard that the only reason he died is because he didn't have enough money for a second surgery. And according to that documentary, that's not what happened. He had the surgery, and then a couple months later it came back, and they had him on experimental drugs and stuff, and it just didn't work.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I can't remember it. I just remember like the footage, the camcorder footage and stuff, but I haven't seen that. I was saying earlier, I always repeat myself over and over, but I saw the Twisted Sister documentary again today.
That's so good.
So good. It's back
What
on
surprised me
demand.
about that, though, is I didn't realize that they had been around for like 5 years before Dee even joined the band.
Yeah, it's like 75 or something. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like, my first recording of them is 76, and he had only been in the band for like 8 months or something like that.
And they have like the photos and the videos to show it. It's such a good, like, behind the scenes of what a club band, a working band had to do.
It's amazing, though, how good they were 6 years before their first record came out.
Yeah.
Like those shows from 75 and 76, if you see them, they're worth getting.
I mean, they were like the Beatles. Like at the Cavern, they were doing 5-6 nights a week, playing 3 to 4 hours a night, and had to impress people that came to drink beer. Like they weren't. It wasn't like you're impressing heavy metal kids. They were.
That TED sessions of the songs from Van Halen 2 is awesome. Do you have a copy of that?
No, I don't.
Oh man, this is worth it.
Show me again. Yeah, go over it again. I remember you showing it, but
Yeah, so it's got the original version, or the first take of DOA. Beautiful Girls was originally called Bring on the Girls, and it's different lyrics.
yeah, I think I had that.
The lyrics are great.
What about Hamburg, Frank? That's kind of random. We just typed in.
No,
Hamburg.
I was talking about the Beatles in Hamburg,
Okay. I was
Yeah.
like,
where they
what?
just had to play
Okay.
6 nights a week, like basically exactly like Hamburg.
First take of Put Out the Lights. It's a different mix, House of Pain, which is really cool.
Yeah, Forever Young's horrible.
A different take of Big Trouble. Mean Streets and She's a Woman are a different take. So they all sound a little bit different. It's really good, though. I think I paid like $25 for it.
Where'd you get that? You remember?
I got it at the local store, but I saw.
A store.
He told me about it, and I found it online.
I'll
for
look
like
it up.
$29.
I love that demos. Like I had that on
These are not-
MP3. I have
these-
some boot. I know
These
they're
don't
not.
sound like demos though. These are like legit.
Yeah. But I said I love those. The demos don't sound like demos either. That the zero, the G demos. I call them demos, but you know that first. But I love that so much. I may have to get that.
But yeah, just that different version of Beautiful Girls. The lyrics are fantastic on it. And it took me a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like singing along and singing Beautiful Girls. And it took me a minute to hear that they were saying
Got
bring
your
on the
email,
girls.
Hi-Fi Champ. I'll respond probably tomorrow. So, all good, man. You're good.
But I found
I'll
that,
look
like,
for that.
I thought these guys were great, man. I thought these guys were. They've got a couple songs that are just phenomenal, man. And
I've got 2 singles of theirs, and I think those are like the best songs that they put out.
this song and Apple Pie are pretty much like the 2 best songs
This
they
after
ever
Rick
did.
Derringer left.
But for White, no. This is a whole different.
Yeah, different band. Yeah.
I had to stop for a second, like, oh wait, no. They had a full horn section that was in the band. I mean, it was.
91 was a weird time, man.
Yeah, it was that funk metal came out.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
all this
yeah.
things were cartoony and it was.
What
it
was
a weird,
the funk thrash band? Mordred.
Fishbone?
No,
Mordred, yes,
put out that
Mordred,
record
yeah.
with, like funk and thrash. Man, there was some weird stuff.
Even Death Angel had a little bit. They were heading there, but then there was like locally there was like funk metal was happening, and then like the Fuzzbox kind of grunge local bands. There was then the 70s retro thing was happening. The Beastie
Yeah.
Boys rap metal.
Well, and this you kind of have. There's a little bit of the '70s thing here, but still also a little bit of sleaze mixed in with it.
Yep. Monster Magnet came out, which wasn't a big band, but they had this 70s retro thing happening.
I mean, Forever Young has a lot of stuff, but I mean, I went into their like they had like a little room like called like the expensive room,
Chili
And-
Peppers, of course.
and like I was like going like they had a copy of like the Court of the Crimson King for like $1,000. I'm like going, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man! It wasn't even like it was like a U.S. press. So I was like going, you gotta be joking. So yeah, Forever Young is horrible. Don't go there. If you go to Dallas, don't go to Forever Young. No matter what anybody says.
Mordred was a weird one. I think I liked their first record, but their second record, they like completely lost me.
Yeah.
Mordred needs to be like Teutonic rock. I mean, for the band, like with a name like
Scatterbrain.
that,
There was so much happening, Eric. Good
Scatterbrain,
evening.
yeah. Scatterbrain is one of my all-time favorites.
I love Scatter. We opened for them, and they were awesome.
Yeah,
Super fucking good band.
Here's the Ludacris right here.
Yeah, I've got one of those too.
Yeah, you know, when you talk about crossover, Scatterbrain's #1 for me. They were probably the first band to do it too, weren't they?
They were 1990.
What do you mean? First doing what?
Doing crossover?
No.
Were they doing like 86 in New York?
No, Ludacris were 86.
Oh, okay.
But like SOD was 85. DRI's second album, I would say, dealing with it, and and there was some other crossovers. The Boston hardcore bands went metal.
You kind of
Like,
hear it in the first Suicidal
Agnostic
one.
Front's second record was crossover.
Now that I think about it, there's a couple songs on that first Suicidal that are almost there too.
Yeah.
We opened for Scatterbrain on the Here. If you go ahead one album, Here Comes Trouble, but they were fucking.
They have a couple albums.
Yeah, but I've only heard the first one, but they were so good. But the singer came out like in a nun's outfit. I remember he came out like a nun's outfit with a full blown nun's outfit, flying nun outfit with the whole hat.
Actually,
and all that
when
shit.
did their first record come out?
86.
Yeah, so I mean that was pre-crossover too.
Yeah, they had a little metal. I'd still call that a hardcore record, the first one, but definitely had metal
this one
influence.
is definitely more. But yeah,
But like
I
So
love
that-
that Scatterbrain record.
Steve, so their first album came out in '86.
Yeah.
Yet he says Metallica owes him, like Metallica weren't already established by '86 and already like almost at the peak, like they were becoming a headline band. Like,
It's just the way he came. It's the way he's.
yeah,
You know,
I know.
even if he had legitimately been like, you know, these guys always list us as one of their influences, but they never take us on tour.
Yeah, but I don't know if they ever did with the Cro-Mags. Like,
They weren't. The Cro-Mags weren't big out of the East Coast until the '90s, really.
yeah, and,
Boy,
and
Zorlock, you're like going hard on them, aren't you? I love Scatterbrain. Absolutely love that album.
yeah, 247 Spies, man. I've seen them so many times.
I want to say it was like '91 when we started getting the New York hardcore in Phoenix, and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, we had heard of some of those bands because of the magazines and stuff, but you didn't see their stuff in the
yeah. Only very few bands got.
You might want to leave the
distributed.
room in about 2 minutes, Zorlock, for about 5 minutes and 14 seconds.
The only bands that got
DRI, though,
distributed.
I heard DRI in like '86 because of skate
Yeah.
videos, because they were huge on the skate videos
Yeah,
from day
they
one.
were distributed around the country. They were
Yeah.
Texas, but those records were anything
And I
on
would
those
never
mail
have
order
guessed.
sheets.
I would never have guessed they were a Texas band when I heard them.
Yeah.
I mean, you would swear they were from Frisco or from
Yeah.
New York. But all the Texas bands were like that.
This is an expensive record.
Oh, very cool. Lose the list.
Even like the Butthole Surfers, I would swear the Butthole Surfers would be from LA or New York, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been cool. I would have loved to see Death Angel early on. They're still, man, every time I see them,
I've never
Even
seen them.
now.
Never seen them ever.
I saw them a couple years ago with Exodus and Testament, like all the Bay Area bands. Death Angel blew them all away. They were tighter than any of the other bands, even though all those other bands were bigger than they are.
Is that the band with the Filipino brothers, or is that Dark Angel? Which one is it?
No,
Yeah,
that's
I
Death
don't-
Angel.
Okay.
I don't know if Broken Bones were accidental because that was happening at the time. And what were they on? What label were they on? Were they won Combat for a little bit? Broken
Yeah,
Bones?
they were Combat Core.
Yeah, so they won Combat too. So like it was the sound at the time.
I didn't
I
really.
remember
never
Broken
got into
Bones. I remember
Broken
English Dogs. Broken Bones have some good stuff, man. They're worth like. They
I've
have
got
that
two.
82 punk meets like 86 thrash, or not thrash, but
Go
Yeah.
get a beer, Zorlock.
I've got one of their later records that I didn't like.
yeah. Then I can't say they're not 10-star records, but I like
Agnostic
them.
Front had a great crossover record too. I
The
really
set
like
Cause for Alarm was
Yeah, that's a
it
great
was kind of like thrash metal.
Yeah,
It was so different from the first.
I love that record.
Killing's my business.
Yeah,
Business
Leeway is good too.
money's
Leeway
my
is super
interest.
underrated.
Yeah, Leeway, but all those were all very insular bands. Like
Yeah.
those were New York.
Yeah, I
Agnostic
didn't
Front
know
got
Leeway
distributed.
I didn't know Leeway until maybe 10, 12 years ago.
What did I?
Oh yeah, the Crumb Suckers. That was another. That was a
That's
straight
what
up
I
cross.
was thinking of. The Crumb
That's a
Suckers,
straight up
not-
crossover.
yeah.
They were for New York people. They
I
were
was
the
saying
crossover.
Scatterbrains, and I was thinking of the Crumb Suckers.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I
Crumb
was-
Suckers
yeah.
were OG.
They were like
crossover.
85, 86, weren't they?
Yeah, OG crossover with SOD and
And that's when I
Suicidal.
was talking about. That's who I meant. I just crossed the band name.
Sprint.
yeah.
I love this band because they do a cover of Earwig My Eye, which is
Have you ever heard
What
of
is
the
that?
Corn? Earache My Eye from
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong.
Oh, Cheech.
Have you ever heard the corn version of that with Cheech singing? It's really good. It's like super heavy.
Yeah,
These
Eric,
guys-
that was my childhood life of dreams. That was like the height of.
These guys were so tight live, though, man. I mean, I can't even articulate how fucking tight these guys were, man. They were so good, man. Both guitar players, everything was like they were absolutely fucking.
I like
phenomenal.
these guys. There's so much suicidal in their sound, though.
Just total suicidal. That
Yeah.
part where you just heard. Yeah.
Even the way he delivers his vocals is super suicidal.
That song was like 37 seconds long.
Actually, it was Ludacris. I'm thinking of that. It sounded like not suicidal, but obviously it's Tommy Christ, the same singer. But people,
he was
Fire
very
at the
comfortable.
Firehouse. That sounded like Fire at the Firehouse.
He was very comfortable in a nun's outfit when I saw him. It was like
Life
very
of Dreams, I still pull
very
that
comfortable.
record out all the time. I love that record.
Yeah, I saw the Crumbsuckers and I saw Ludacris back in that era. I still have my Crumbsuckers Life of Dreams T-shirt from.
So are
86.
Crumbsuckers and Ludacris actually related, or are they just similar?
I bet you if you went to Discogs and clicked on band members, I wouldn't be surprised there was some crossover between them. But
A lot of those bands had crossover. That it was pretty common.
they were.
Well, I know the
both the
Scatterbrain
same
and
era.
Ludacris have a definite,
They had Long
connection,
Island
but-
guys, both of those bands, Queens.
And a bunch of those hardcore guys from New York were in like 3 or 4 different bands too.
Yeah. Oh, they all.
Yeah.
None of those bands had the same lineup for 2 albums in a row.
Yeah.
None of them. Even Warzone, Cro-Mags, Agnostic Front, they all.
And he is for elegance. At
Murphy's
least I ain't
Law
got
was
that.
another one.
I remember my dad wouldn't let me buy an Agnostic Front shirt because of the name Agnostic Front. I thought they had the guy with the gas mask on the cover of the T-shirt from back in like the late '80s. I thought it was like the coolest shirt I had ever seen. He wouldn't let me buy it.
Yeah. That Victim in Pain record is one of my favorite records of all time.
That Marauder had a great album cover. The little samurai dude on the cover,
Which one?
Marauder.
I don't know that record. I don't know that record at all. Never heard of him.
Well, the spelling is different, so yeah.
It was later. It was like, I want to say that was like 95-ish.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I know it was in the 90s though.
Yeah, I don't know them.
God, it's gotta hurt for Phil to sing like that.
Do what?
It's gotta hurt for him to sing like that because his voice is not naturally like
He
that. His,
still does. When we saw him last year, he still does.
I've never.
You could do this in your 20s, though, you know?
Yeah, but he's in his 60s now. Still.
No, I know. I know now.
I've never heard anybody sing Queen of the Reich like he sang Queen of the Reich. He used to be a cover band. And he could nail that. I mean,
His voice. He had my. When our band got together, we were looking for singers with like versatility, like he had, where you could sing those super highs, but also get the really metal sound and stuff.
But he never sang like that until Cowboys from Hell. It's like, I remember when Cowboys from Hell came, we're like going, holy fuck, you know? It's like, because he was like a Halford guy. He had that clean tone, and he could get high. You know, I mean, he could sing, like I said, he could do Queen of the Reich perfectly. Perfectly.
You see,
he has such a beautiful voice, and now he just...
Yeah, that's what heroin, cocaine, and alcohol, and cigarettes, and whiskey will do to you.
And fucking racist.
For decades.
So, yeah. 5 minutes alone with me and my 3 bodyguards. So, yeah. Those Randall lamps.
How about Suicidal Tendency? Should we hear I Want More or I Shot the Devil? What do you think? I Want More is great because that's like their ballad.
I defer to you two, so there you go.
Maybe we'll hear I Want More, but I Shot Reagan. It's so good. I Shot the Devil. But let's hear I Want More up there.
Yeah, let's try not to piss off any political entities tonight. So, yeah.
No, yeah, it's not really political. Yeah,
I don't.
I mean, it could be, I guess, but it's
𝐷𝐸
more just immature fun.
Yeah, they were like a.
Fall to my
I want more.
knees.
They were kind of.
I trust Mick.
They were political light. They always had like political statements, but it wasn't like partisan type stuff. It was just like teenage rebellion.
Yeah, it's more like against society and the man. It's not about politicians and you know, that's how rock and roll should be. Just you shouldn't get into the details. It should just be like life sucks. We need to rebel.
Their greatest hits record is so good for Suicidal.
I would imagine.
Like those, I like those. I love those first 5 albums, but each one of those has like 2 or 3 perfect songs.
They have enough songs to fill a 90-minute tape, pretty much.
It was funny watching Mike Muir.
That's funny, Dorky.
It was funny watching Mike Muir with Robert Trujillo's son, though. Because you got Mike Muir, who looks like an old man, and Robert Trujillo's son, who looks just like Robert in like 87. You know?
Yeah.
And sounds like him, too. When he does those funk, solos and stuff, he sounds just like his dad.
He was a kid when we saw him. It was like, maybe it was 2 years ago when I took my son. Because like when you're 15 to 17, you grow like a bit. Like he looked like a kid. Like,
dude, he was 17 years old.
You should probably get. You should get. Trujillo's kid on bass. You could get what was the other kid you were talking about for a second? Oh, you can get Taylor Hawkins on drums. You can get like fucking Tom Morello's kid on guitar. You could probably find another kid to play guitar. You know, you could have another.
Doesn't Scotty Ian's kid?
Yeah.
Scotty, I see Scotty Ian with his kid. Yeah.
Play rhythm. He can play rhythm like his dad. You know, like fucking like perfect rhythm like his dad.
Did he play guitar or drums? I can't remember. Scotty Ian's kid played guitar.
I think he played guitar.
He probably played both.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. I saw him playing with his son. I just don't remember.
And his mom is like Meatloaf's daughter, so.
Well, I mean, she's in that band with, was it Motor Sister that she's in?
Yeah.
Good night, Oak and Shields.
Pearl a Day.
I didn't get into that record. I thought it was okay, but. Even though Robert Trujillo's son is good, he's not near as good as his dad was at the same time. His dad was like another level when he was doing the Infectious Groove stuff.
This is like total California skate punk. Like,
oh yeah, man.
Let's just try to fucking play as fast as we can.
For us hearing this in the East Coast as kids, that was like what you would have heard like hearing the Beach Boys in 1962, being from the Midwest or something. Like it was.
This DRI, AFA, it takes me back to '85 skateboarding and all the. Oh man.
it's so California, the way they looked and the way he's talking. It's
That little pinch, they're like, eh. It's like, fuck.
When for 83, I mean, they don't sound like anybody did in 83.
yeah.
I love how like Alex volunteers people to like send me stuff. It's like Alex knows me
First Circle
so well.
Jerks
It's
is,
like okay.
First Circle Jerks, but that first album is
Two are
unbelievable.
fucking perfect records.
I do
Unbelievable,
have
and
the-
it's only like 20 minutes.
I do have the Repo Man soundtrack that has two.
I don't have an
Yeah, that's
I have
it's,
the, I have the
_d'etat.
anniversary edition of it. Which
Good
sounds
time
good,
when the
but
shit
I've
hits
never-
the fan.
Yeah, but they do like a different version of when shit hits the fan in the movie, right? Is it the one on?
Yeah, it's not the
It's
same.
like a lounge version. It's on Golden Circle Hits, if I remember. Awesome. That's crossover.
The 10,000th version of Grant Bonnet doing Since You've Been Gone. So here we go.
Nice.
He carries this song around like luggage.
And Terry was so good, though.
He's a great guitar player. His version of like Somewhere Over the Rainbow is fucking
Well,
amazing.
and he didn't have the whole. He didn't have the ego that the other guys that played like
Yeah.
this had, you know.
He
like,
wasn't. He wasn't
songs
your _'ing_Bay guy. He wasn't your
Yeah.
_ing_Bay fucking yeah.
And the stuff he did with Bob Rock, I think, is even better. I love Bob Rock as a vocalist.
It's like Grant Bonnet says, "Well, I can't figure out what to do today. Let's do Since You've Been Gone, okay? I'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go." Yeah.
Oh, what Circle Jerks did you have?
I have _d'etat and When the Shit Hits the Fan.
Oh, okay. I thought okay.
It's the Repo Man soundtrack.
I was thinking of was it the album 4? The one with American Heavy Metal Weekend. You know that one? That song is great. The heavy metal spoof song would have been perfect.
The fucking background vocals will just fucking kill it for me.
The only thing I have is Wild in the Street from them. I thought I had I have Group Sex on cassette somewhere.
I got OGs, but I can't say they're in good enough
So
shape.
why does
to
anybody
compare.
ride longboard skateboards, man? I don't understand that at all. But it's just me. But what is the appeal of a longboard skateboard? They're bulky. You gotta fucking like. Yeah, I don't get it. And this isn't even a Grant Bonnet song. It's a Head East song. They wrote it. Or no, Russ Ballard wrote it.
Oh, it's Wonderful. Wonderful is the record with American Heavy. That's a good one.
They feel like a surfboard? Well, it doesn't feel the same way as like riding a surfboard on a wave, though.
Yeah, I could probably send you the first Circle Jerks.
Well, don't do it because fucking Alex told you.
No, well, no. This is a 10-star album.
It's gotta be a 10-star record for me to like. If it's not, then Alex will just feel willy-nilly to fucking do that shit. I've already got enough fucking reggae stuff from Alex to like last me a lifetime.
No, Circle Jerks is straight up punk rock, California.
Oh, I know that. I said Alex
Yeah.
sends me like reggae stuff. I got like.
Yeah, you know what? These are in better
4
shape than I remember.
And I'll clean them.
I've got the second one, but it's not an original pressing. It's a later.
I think I don't know. I'd have to look. I mean, it could be an 80s pressing, but you know that might be an OG.
No, the one I have is from like 10 years ago. It's like a recent remix. I know they took the typewriter sound out of the one song on the remix, which a lot of people were pissed off by.
But this is the one that has American Heavy Metal Weekend. It's a great
That kind of
song
looks like
about
that,
heavy metal.
that looks like that fucking like Robert Fripp record with
They're all
with,
dressed.
his brother and yeah.
This is great. This just got reissued this week, like last week. Golden Shower of Hits. And this one, I don't remember this one being great, but this is like, and that's it. This is up 4.
Oh yeah.
Look the other.
Probably 86.
See the picture on the back.
87.
Yeah, I've
But
seen
the
that
one-
one. I just never buy it.
So the guy who's like right in the middle to the left, you see the
Keith
drummer?
Morris,
He's like
Xander
going.
Schloss, the bass player.
But who's that guy? The drummer? See the drummer?
No, he's the guitar player from
Really?
Religion too.
Because he's dressed like he's the drummer. He's like going, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Hetson, right? And these 3 guys are still in the band today. Like,
So, which legend is this? There's like 5 different legends. Which one is this? Is this the Channel Islands legend?
this is the legend from Channel Islands. Yeah,
Okay.
they put out 2 albums and an EP.
Okay.
And the first album is really good in like an outsider, doomy Black Sabbath way. And these were reissued.
Yeah.
Smart Records. That's how I have them.
I think these were originals, I think.
Oh, I'm sure they are. But you could get the Smart Records. I don't know if they're in print now, but they won't be $100.
So my favorite's the legend from New Haven, Connecticut. Is really good. They're the ones that did From the Fjords. You remember that record?
Yeah, I've got that. I've got
Yeah.
that one here. I've got that one here. So, but I mean, it's hard for me to tell. It's like, well, fuck, man. It's like legend. They both have like obscure artwork, and one of them has like stenciled, like almost handwritten artwork. As their...
Well, and I mean, that one is basically American New Wave of British Heavy Metal from '79.
Yeah.
You know, even before New Wave of British Heavy Metal had really hit here in the U.S.
I have it. I have it in the closet.
You have an original or a reissue?
Yeah, an original.
Oh, that's like a $700, $800 record.
So what's the name of that one? Hold on, let me make sure I have the right one.
From the
I know.
Fjords.
Legend. Yeah, From the Fjords. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I have the original. Yeah.
Do you have the Empire records or the one that's not on the label?
I'll go find out.
Oh no, if it's the original, it has to be the Empire record.
Yeah.
My bad.
So I think the Channel Islands, I'm reading a World War I book, but I think the Channel Islands fell to the Germans in World War I.
Such a great song. Kind of sad that 𝐵𝐴𝐺 got so popular because it's like the worst track on the album.
That's the only song Americans knew. That
Yeah,
or
it's
Jeeps.
bad,
Maybe
you know?
if you were hip, you knew Jeepster.
That whole record is so good, though.
Those were the only songs I knew my whole life.
Yeah.
You know.
I like roll my eyes every time I hear 𝐵𝐴𝐺 now because
Yeah.
I've heard it 100 million times.
And then I might have heard it more times from the Power Station because that was the era when the Power Station Duran Duran were big and they covered that. And I couldn't even tell the difference which was which when I was a kid.
This is one of those bands, though. There's that 3-album window that are like 10-star records, and I can't stand anything before it or anything after it.
Well, that's because they're a singles band. If you get like Ride a White Swan, like if you get the T-Rex singles, they should put a box set of T-Rex singles out. That should be a record store day because it is unbelievable. Like you got great tracks off every album, but every album might be a 5-star record or a 2-star record.
I remember when I first got into T-Rex, I bought like 2 of the Tyrannosaurus Rex albums.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't even get through one of them.
Yeah. They're not good. But like if you have the Is there a 2 CD? I don't know, a CD like greatest hit. It's not even greatest hits, but whatever. A CD combo, well curated one. It's unbelievable. The Children of the Revolution. There's so many good songs.
I have the Children of the Revolution single. I love that.
Yeah, that's great. 20th Century Boy is another single.
Yeah, I've got those singles.
Yeah, but every album that was not good had 2 good tracks on it.
And you know what makes it worse is I bought those thinking they were T-Rex. You know what I mean? I was
I didn't know.
T-Rex. Yeah,
I didn't know it was a different band. I just thought sometimes they were called Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was, and then T-Rex was just short. I thought it was the same band.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I have legend-wise. So this is on Workshop Records.
Yeah, that's absolute. If that's an original, that's absolutely amazing.
That's a different band though than that. Yeah,
that's the Channel Islands. That's their first album. So that is absolutely amazing. New wave of British heavy metal.
So that's original. So,
yeah,
that's an amazing record. Like,
all right. So here's what else. So this is on the same one. So this is Death in the Nursery. So I'm assuming that's the same band.
Yeah, that's Legend. A full album, or is that the EP? I can't remember. Is it how many songs?
It's got 4 songs on that side, and
that's the album. Okay, that's okay. But there's a song on there. Is there a song called "Woman" or "Killer"? Like something with "killer," "lady," or "woman"? It's worth check. That song is makes that album.
Choices, Warrior, Lazy Woman.
Lazy Woman. That song is so good.
So here's the other one. This is a different band, I think. This is from the Fjords. So this is the OG of that.
On.
It's on like a self-press.
Yeah, it looks self-pressed by that label, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's
So if it's a self-press, it's a later pressing from the 90s. If it's on Empire Records, it's the original from '79.
Let's see. All right, so here's the from the Fjords. Let me go. It's like I got levels.
It'll say 1979 Empire at the very bottom of the label.
Does.
Okay, so that's like a $800 record.
So 1970. Hold on.
Yeah, that's really good. 79. Yeah.
Yep. So this guy sent it to me, and I don't own it, so I can't. It's not.
That's basically new wave of British heavy metal in the U.S. before anybody in the U.S. had even heard it. You know,
and before most people in UK even did it in '79.
I love that.
Unless you were Iron Maiden or Def Leppard.
So,
somebody did a reissue of it like 10 years ago that I have.
So I mean, he's got Crystal Logic. He sent me. I got Brock's Helm. The first 3 Trouble albums, OGs.
So which Crystal Logic? Do I still need to send this one to you?
This one? This is I think this is on Black what is it? No, this is on
Black Dragon.
This is on Manila Road.
Okay, that's the original then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does it say Roadster in the top corner right here? No, on the back cover.
Okay, hang on. Where on the?
Yeah, that circle.
Yeah, it's got that. Yeah.
So that's the private press right there. That's the original.
Okay.
So those are rare records you haven't yet. All those are rare records. All 4 of those are amazingly rare.
The Brock's Helm
which Brock's Helm is it?
That's a great band. That's another epic band.
It's obviously it's going to be the first album because it's
intro. So there's also some Satan in here, but yeah.
The Satan's pretty easy to find though, but those other ones are all
Black Death.
Let me see the cover.
Brock's Helm. That was the cover, but here we go.
Yeah. I think that's the second I don't think that's their first record.
Yeah, I think it's the second. That's
So
the third. That one's on a big label, if I remember. What label's that on?
I have that. I have that.
Yeah, I have that too. I
it's
don't
on
have the
First
first
Strike
one.
Records. First Strike.
All right, I have
Into the
that
Valley.
one, but the one before it is rarer. Is way
Okay.
rare.
So what was I supposed to play? Did you start something, woman?
Oh, Lazy Woman is I just really like that song. I think it's the best track on the second album. It's been a while since I heard
it's on
it.
Death in the Nursery. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you spell Brokus Helm? How do you spell it?
BRCOAS?
BROC.
I'm gonna have to re-rip these. I haven't done these in a while.
But the first album has an outsider feel like a pagan altar, because like they were isolated from like the London, like Maiden, Def Leppard sound. You know, so it almost has like a doom.
Oh wow, no, Into Battle was the first record. Wow.
I've literally had these records for probably 10 years. And this guy's, I always email him back, say, hey, let's trade back. He lives in France. And so he's like, going, well, you're going to change their hardware. You need to re-record them at some point. So I've had these for like 10 years. So, but they're great. But they're like, you know, they're very rare records. And, you know,
I think Brokus Helm is Cali too.
And those Trouble albums, the first three Troubles are immaculate. So.
This is an album though, isn't it? 82?
Yeah.
Here's the full length, yeah. I really like this track, man.
So how much stuff did they record, this band? Not much, I assume.
They only had an EP. There's these two albums and an EP, which I only have on CD, the EP.
So-
I have the reissues of the albums.
Yeah, I've got a comp that maybe Buried by Time and Dust did where it's EP and album together.
And I can't remember if the EP was in between the two albums or if it was the third release. But it definitely wasn't the first.
And then for Brokus Helm, I've got Buried by Time and Dust of all their EPs on two
Oh,
records.
nice. Yeah, I only have that one, the Gray album,
Yeah.
which was easy.
this
That was.
I mean, this is
easy
so
to
cool.
find.
This is a promo. This is a gold stamp promo. Like
Mine's a gold stamp
So
promo.
is
I
mine.
almost think they were
I
mostly.
think they all are. They all
Because
are.
it was the CD era.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
actually,
so they were all done.
mine's not just a gold stamp. It's actually got the promo use on the record label too.
I do have the white vinyl of the Psalm 9. That's
I have. Mine's not the Psalm 9. It's before they changed it.
Yeah, I have all the OGs of the Trouble. I have the Assassin 12-inch. You have that, Patrick? Because the B-side is the cream cover, Tales of Brave Ulysses, which is
Yeah, I don't
absolutely
have that.
stellar.
No, I don't have any 12-inch. I had
And I will send you that. It's just for the one song.
No, show that again, Patrick.
This is the Psalm 9 on white
Yeah.
vinyl.
No, that's the original though. That's before
Yeah.
they added the Psalm 9.
Yeah, but
It doesn't say Psalm 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It should-
it turned into Psalm 9 though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is it's got the white vinyl.
Oh, it's on white vinyl. Wow.
I think that's the one I have too. I think mine's white vinyl as well.
Yeah. All right, people. I think we're gonna cut it off. That was kind of fun to go through. I had no idea which. The whole legend thing confuses me, man. It's
Yeah,
like-
but there's other legends too. If you
Yeah.
get those new wave of British heavy metal comps, there's different legends. In
And
the
Legend
UK.
is not as bad as Warlord.
Warrior.
God.
Warrior is the
Warrior,
one.
I'm sorry.
Warrior.
Yeah, Warrior.
Warrior.
Yeah. All right, folks. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday.
All right,
hopefully.
good night.
And,
Good night,
thanks. It was a lot
Steve.
of fun. You guys are the
Yeah,
best.
Thank
guys.
you, everybody.
See y'all. It was
Andy,
fun.
Alex, Cleveland, Zorlock.
So
All
I
right,
so I had a
I'm
thought. I had a thought before we leave. I thought about a top five like follow up albums that had to follow a huge record and failed. So kind of like The Long Run by the Eagles after Hotel California, like one of those kind of deals where you have a great record and you have to follow it up and it was a failure.
There's so many.
So
Yeah,
check
I know.
this out. There is just in the United States, there is the legend from Connecticut, the one you just showed, a legend from Tennessee, a legend from Boston, a legend from Illinois, a legend from Ohio, as well as the two legends from the UK. All from like 79 to 85.
So just start thinking about that because I think it'd be a fun thing to do. Like have like a like follow up failure, where it's kind of like Rumors. Follow up. You have Tusk, So I mean, there are albums that were massive that you had to follow, and it just was a failure. Sometimes it works like a push, but yeah. So just think about that. Thanks everyone. Okay. We'll see you on Tuesday, and good night, everybody.
Adios.
Later, guys.
Thanks for hanging out for the second stream.
Yeah.
After YouTube.